Hello, everyone. My name is Eddie, and I'm Director of Sales for ELS. And I'm here today to, together with my co-workers, my other sales directors, present to you a little bit about ELS Tampa. So we'll be doing a virtual fam tour. We're going to be showing you around what students experience at ELS Tampa. So we have a great team here today to show you around, to explain to you a little bit about ELS Tampa, and give you some more information about, what we offer, how we do things at ELS Tampa, and hopefully you'll be excited about it and sending us lots of students. I'm here today with my very good friend and co-worker, Jamila Tanaka.
Hi, everyone. I'm Jamila. I'm the sales director for Brazil. I'm welcoming you, and I would like to appreciate your attention. So I hope you guys have fun, and I think you will all have a good view of the University of Tampa, a beautiful campus in Florida, and I know my Brazilian agents are super excited about that. We all love Florida, and we are all missing our schools in Florida. So Tampa is a really nice option for you guys. Thanks for coming, guys.
And we also have our good friend here, Santiago, based out of Colombia, Bogota. Hi, Santiago.
Hi, Eddie. Thanks for your introduction. Well, for those who don't know me, my name is Santiago. As Eddie mentioned, I'm in charge of South America, except Brazil, because in Brazil we have our incredible team with Eddie and Jamila. I just want to thank you all for being here today with us. Well, indeed, Tampa is one of the centers I visited before. And believe me, guys, when I'm telling you, it is amazing. You will see it in a couple of minutes. Just enjoy the tour. And if you have any questions, please let us know.
Yep.
And I would like to invite here too as well our good friend Mackenzie. Mackenzie, who is actually going to be guiding everybody throughout the center. Hi, Mackenzie.
Hi, everyone. My name is Mackenzie Kirby, and I am the Director of Global Higher Education Recruitment here at ELS. And like Eddie, Jamila, and Santiago said, we're super excited that you're taking the time out of your morning or afternoon, wherever you are in the world, to learn all about ELS Tampa. Since we are live right now on Facebook and on YouTube, the easiest way for you to communicate with us is to leave comments in the comment box. We will be monitoring that. So if you have questions, please write them in there, and please give us a thumbs up if something is really helpful information. That way we can keep talking about that throughout the tour. And I'd like to introduce our fantastic, phenomenal center director, Mr. Walbert Rocha, and he is going to be sharing all the fantastic opportunities that your students have available to them at ELS Tampa. So thank you, Walbert, for doing this.
Thank you, Mackenzie, and thank you to the sales team that's with us. Alongside the sales team, it'll be myself. Previously, I've been at ELS Orlando. I'm actually in Orlando right now, joining you from my office. And then the academic director for ELS Tampa, who is Taylor Simpson, will be able to walk us through and show us a little bit of the campus live while I tell you guys all about the neat things that it has to offer. Well, Taylor's worked for ELS for a few years. Previously, she's been the IELTS administrator, and she's also taught abroad in Spain. She's got some knowledge of the language, so she can speak Spanish to some of her Spanish speakers, and she does really well dealing with student issues at the center. Alongside Taylor, we'll also have Janie, who's joining us from the University of Tampa. She's our liaison, and she does all sorts of wonderful things for us. She's been working with the University of Tampa since 2004, you can see there, and she's a UT graduate, which helps us. She has many wonderful connections. Janie, I'll let you tell them a little bit about the University of Tampa. I know you're a busy lady and you got a lot of things to do. So,
well, good day, everybody. my name is Janie, and I am representing the University of Tampa. The University of Tampa is located in beautiful Tampa Bay. You will see from the pictures, the videos, everything that Taylor and the team will be showing you, that we're located right in the downtown Tampa area, but right on the riverfront. And within a couple of minutes walk from our campus, students have access to shopping, dining, lots of entertainment. The Tampa Bay area is known for hosting tons of festivals. And one of the best parts of our location is that once the students are at our university, they can also walk to various internships. So that really helps getting that resume built once they're on our campus. We're a campus of almost 10,000 students, so we're what we call medium-sized. About 15% of our students are coming from abroad, including students who were at ELS at once upon a time. We're a very diverse campus. Right now, we have almost 140 countries represented within our student body. Brazil, Southern South American countries definitely are among the top 10 sending countries for our student body for students from abroad. We are a medium-sized university, but our average class size is about 22 students. So as you'll see, as you go through the classes and you see the pictures and videos, we don't have classes that seat more than about 30 students. So it's very much a face-to-face, teaching environment, and the students get to know the faculty members really, really well. And in that sense, there's a lot of opportunity for personalized learning. We offer state-of-the-art facilities. The virtual tour that you'll see will show you some of the facilities we offer. And part of that is we incorporate a lot of technology into all of our academic areas, even the ones within the arts. Once the students at the university, we also have a fantastic honors program. Through the honors program, we've had students go and study at Oxford University in the UK. This has opened numerous doors for our students. And nowadays, the academic landscape has changed a little bit in the sense a lot of our students, get fantastic opportunities for research, and that also opens a lot of doors. So we have students who research as early as their first year on our campus. We have several travel and study abroad options. So the semester at sea program, even if they, business students wants to go to China or Australia, numerous exchange programs and travel and study that they can do. Huge focus on entrepreneurship and leadership. So no matter what a student plans to study, if they want to open up their own business, we will help them get there. In terms of study programs, we offer a little bit of everything. We have about 120 different areas of study. Some of the more newer, more noteworthy programs tend to be cybersecurity. We have an astro-based physics program, forensic science, fantastic nursing program, entrepreneurship, media production, actuarial science, and a whole lot more. We are a campus-based university, so most of the students will stay on campus, and in that sense, it makes it a very active campus. We have over 200 different clubs, organizations, national sports. Our clubs range anywhere from the finance club, student productions, hammock, spiritual club, and a whole lot more. We're just a very active campus. The application process is fairly straightforward. We have students who apply via ELS all the time. We just require the application transcripts. We accept the ELS 112 certificate as proof of English proficiency. So students are able to do that and join us the next available semester that we have. Once a student attends the university, we also do have scholarships. Our scholarships are based on their academic grades at the time of admission. And I'm happy to answer questions on that later, but for now, we'd love for you to see the campus. Thank you so much, Walbert and ELS team.
Thank you, Janie. Before we move on, there was just two things that I wanted to touch on. One, Janie, you mentioned that the classrooms seat around 30 students, and I think that that's just such an important metric for students and agents to consider, the smaller class size, because it really does make a huge difference to the student experience and making sure the student gets plugged in and really getting the most out of their experience. So thank you for mentioning that. Also, for the agents who are joining us, if you could please make sure you include your name and what agency you're representing, that would be super helpful. So that way we can send you some follow-up information as well. And with that, I will say, Walbert, go ahead and take it away.
Okay, thank you so much. And thank you, Janie. And you can kind of see by the picture a lot of what Janie said. These stars are some of the points that we're going to talk about today, and hope to show you guys in person. But as Janie said, the University of Tampa is known for academic excellence, right? So there are a lot of students from all over the world, all over the United States, and that helps to make the community at UT just that much more special. I think can we get Taylor on here?
Yeah, we have Taylor back. So Taylor is on campus right now, and she's going to be able to show some of the beautiful area and what the campus looks like while Walbert is kind of walking us through what it's like to be a student there.
Great, yeah. So
hi everybody.
Hi Taylor. So Taylor's outside at the riverfront, which is on the UT campus. You can kind of see behind her the scene of downtown Tampa. Much of what Janie just talked about, the location there is excellent. Not only, oh, there we go. Not only is it beautiful with the trees and the greenery, but you also have the big buildings in the background that help. There it is. Good. A lot of Tampa's attractions downtown are based off of that river, right? So there are things on the river there a little bit. Over the other side, there's a museum. There's a couple museums actually, which are really great for activities. Right there.
Right there.
There it is. Yes. There's the museum. There's also a theater where there's arts, and there's a children's museum. She's trying to point to all these things. But that river is crucial in downtown Tampa. Just a short water taxi ride up the river, there's this place called Armature Works. And Armature Works is like a big open, kind of like a flea market kind of thing with lots of businesses inside. It's really busy, and it's a great place for students to meet people. Oh, there it is. Yeah, there you go. So it's a great place for students to meet people. You can kind of see on the background of that picture the same river and some of those buildings that Taylor was showing you. So you can kind of get an idea of the location. Along with these local attractions, there's also some really big theme parks in the Tampa Bay area. Busch Gardens is one of them, and Busch Gardens is one of the biggest attractions in Central Florida, aside from Disney and Universal. It's got lots of roller coasters, some animals, you can do safaris and other things. Busch Gardens owns a water park also, which is called Adventure Island, which is right across the street. They share the same parking lot. So it's really, it's a really convenient place to go on activities for students, and the students that are here traveling get to go explore that on their free time. It's just about 15 minutes ride north of us. And then if you guys have watched local sports or international sports in your case, you would know that Tampa Bay has a new nickname. The new nickname in Tampa Bay is Champa Bay, as they keep winning championships. Both the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Tampa Bay Lightning have won their championship the last 2 years. And when they win the championship, there's often a boat parade involved. The boat parade goes right through that river. So if you guys are familiar with Tom Brady, who's married to a Brazilian supermodel, he was on this river, and this is where the parade takes place, both for the Buccaneers and for the Tampa Bay Lightning when they won. And Taylor continues to show a little bit of what downtown Tampa looks like, and the river. There's
you
also
can see
really
the banner too.
So there's some dolphins. Every once in a while, you'll get a dolphin sighting on the river. So students get excited for that. And right now it's summer, so there are no students there. But during the school year, which will start in about 2 weeks, there will be lots of hammocks and students lounging on the grass right behind Taylor. So I'll tell you guys a little bit about the University of Tampa. There's all the facilities at the University of Tampa that most universities nowadays have. You got free Wi-Fi to students and guests. You don't necessarily have to be a student to use the Wi-Fi there. There's a state-of-the-art gym, which we'll talk a little bit about in the coming slides. There's also a library, health center, outdoor swimming pool, which is part of the new construction, is to actually expand and build another swimming pool and another lounge pool for students. Much like ELS, we offer an airport pickup for students to be picked up and brought to us. There's a student lounge. There are also student computers, an e-learning system. There's lots of student lunch areas, and we're going to show you a few of those. We're going to talk about them and the options. And the local transportation system, which is the HART public transit system. It's a bus system. And it does cross over into St. Pete, but once you cross the bridge, you have to take the other local St. Pete to get to the beach. Along with that, obviously, we have Uber, Lyfts, taxis. But most of our students do the car service. And they use a lot of Uber and Lyft. Taylor right now is walking towards Plant Hall, which is the staple building at the University of Tampa. She's gonna be there in a second, but there it is. So Plant Hall, when she gets there, it's right through those trees. It's actually a really interesting building. It was once a hotel, and it is now a designated historical building, and it's owned by the state of Florida. So the state of Florida actually owns that building right there. The university rents that building for $1 per year from the state, which is a really good deal. At the top there, you see those minarets at the top of the building. There are 13 minarets, and they can be seen from most of downtown Tampa. It's a very beautiful building. And if you ever follow us on Instagram and see our pictures, you'll see how many pictures we post of that in the morning, because it has beautiful images as the sun rises and the sun sets every day. Right, so Taylor's right there, but there's a little bar right there to the left of where the stairs are. I used to be a bar. It was a campus bar called the Rathskeller. Right there. There we go. And you have to go down this little stairs so you could see it. Currently, it functions as a deli. They sell really good sandwiches and crepes. But previously, it was a bar, and it was known for that. I'm going to let Taylor go inside of Plant Hall and show you guys a little bit about the building. You can see the entrance, how beautiful it is. The doors are always open. So there it is. So to the left there is actually a museum, and there's a lot of ancient artifacts from when it was a hotel. On the other side, behind where Taylor is where all the offices are. Where Janie's office is and where George's office is. So there's down the other hallways, all the admin office and the admissions department right there in the front. There's also, there we go, some statues and artifacts. As I mentioned, the doors are always open there, so there's a lot of breeze when you go in there. They conduct all the tours and everything from that building. For $1 a year, it's probably the best real estate deal you will find in the state of Florida. But previously a hotel, now the office of University of Tampa. So I talked a little bit about the gym while we talked about amenities. And the gym is on the other side, but it's called the Benson Alex Rideman Fitness Center. We won't be able to go there because it's currently under construction. They are in the second phase of the construction, which is they're adding another outdoor pool. This outdoor pool will allow the swim team to compete on campus. So they'll have an Olympic-sized pool for them to swim. There are also volleyball courts and basketball courts that will be outside of that gym. You can see by the picture, it's a new building. It was recently built. And now the second part is just an addition to the fitness center, which is adding more to the outside. They're going to have a 20-person, I think, hot tub or jacuzzi style pool for students as well. And there will be grandstands to be able to watch the pool meet or the swim meets and the volleyball meets. And there'll also be outdoor basketball courts. When the students go inside the building, they can actually rent volleyballs and basketballs to play. And in the soon to be new courts, they had courts before, they're just expanding them and making them larger on both sides of the stadium. Now, for a student to get access to the fitness center and to the UT amenities, they have to have a UT Spartan Card. Right? So they have a UT student ID card. At UT, they issue these for conditionally accepted students. So you have to previously apply to the University of Tampa. They will accept you with the condition of finishing ELS. Once you finish ELS, they'll give you a final acceptance. And then this card gives them access to all campuses on buildings, and discounts around the city, and the city bus as well. So it's a really good benefit to have. Janie facilitates this process, which makes it really easy. We have a code that we can assign as ELS staff members. And if you guys as agent need it, feel free to shoot me an email. I will give you a code where the student has no application fee. It's waived for ELS students, and they can get a conditional acceptance prior to coming. It's really helpful, especially if they're going for a visa interview. If they present at the time of the interview a conditional acceptance, the acceptance letter of ELS, it only adds to support their case to be an international student in the United States. I think Taylor right now is in front of the Vaughn Center. She's gonna show us a little bit about the Vaughn Center. The Vaughn Center is actually the only building on campus where the name was not paid for. So most buildings, the donor or the person who gives the money to build the building has the building named after them. The Vaughn Center is actually named after the president of Tampa, or the University of Tampa, which is called Robert Vaughn. And so the building is named after him. Inside the Vaughn Center, there's a bookstore, there's a buffet line for students, and there's some other eating options. Taylor's going to show us a little bit of what it looks like. There it is. When you go in, you see the bookstore. It's a Barnes & Noble bookstore. I think a couple times a year they have great sales, but most of the time it's very affordable, and a lot of students like to buy the University of Tampa sweater or the t-shirts, and they often go there within the first week of being at ELS, so they can buy some of the University of Tampa stuff. Like I mentioned, there's also a buffet line, which has many different types of food. It's probably the most common place for students to eat. The students feel like it's the best for their money because they have a lot of options. There's soda machines, there are desserts, there's a salad bar, there's international food, there's a grill. And so the students tend to go there often. It's open for breakfast and lunch as well, so students get to use it before school as well as during their lunch break. There are some more eating options in there. I believe they're closed over summer, but there's a Chick-fil-A, there's Einstein's Bagel, which you can see over in that closed section. There's an Einstein's Bagel, there's a Chick-fil-A, there's a grill, and there's also a salad bar kind of place where they make wraps and salad bowls, which is the healthier option, which is also very common. There's also this lounge area where students can hang out, relax, study. As I mentioned, there's free Wi-Fi in the university as well as these buildings. So the students often bring their computers. They can get some work done while they're in here. During the school year, it's a little busy, but obviously right now there's nobody there, so it looks empty. But during the year, all these places have a line, and there are students often buying food at all times of day. Alongside of these, there are some more places to eat on campus. The University of Tampa is unique because it's got 26 unique places to eat. There's the Vaughn Center. There's also on the other side of campus a place called Mersani Hall, and Mersani Hall has some more options for students to eat at. Alongside of that, there's also a campus Starbucks. Right? And the campus Starbucks is different because it is 2 stories. It's pretty neat. The fact that it's a 2-story building makes it to where it's the first floor is the actual Starbucks, and the second floor is all study rooms and study areas. I'm gonna try to show you guys the Starbucks so you can kind of see it. Maybe there we go. So this here is the innovation building. Much like what Janie talked about, UT focuses a lot of entrepreneurship. And so part of that is this new building. It's a really tall building. I'm not sure I could show you guys all the way to the top. And then there's a Starbucks. Our center is right behind this building. So it's actually the closest place for our students to eat at is this Starbucks. A lot of them go there in the morning and they're able to get their coffee before school and then come over to us. I think right now Taylor's making her way over to the Sykes Chapel, which is a beautiful building. There it is. Okay. So there's a Sykes Chapel. It's a unique place because it's a worship center for all religions. It's not religion specific. So inside the Sykes Chapel is mainly just a quiet area where you can worship, and you can, whether you just want peace and quiet to study in one of their study rooms, or you want to go in there to reflect and think about life or meditate, you're welcome to. It's a quiet building, and it helps that it's summer because there'll be no one in there. But it's a beautiful building, and there you go. Down this hall, there are some study rooms and some meeting spaces. Sometimes classes meet there or group projects meet there. And then the actual chapel itself has one of the largest organs, the instrument. And so it's got a 3,184 pipe organ right in the center of it. And that's the main attraction on the Sykes Chapel.
Unfortunately, the chapel is closed right now. I can't enter it. There's a meeting or something.
Okay.
But this is the hallway.
Good. So there is an image in the PowerPoint of the inside of the chapel. It fits the same shape. It's the same shape as the outside of the building. At the front of the chapel, you see the organ with the 3,184 pipes, and so much as Taylor said, it's a busy building. So sometimes they do use it for events and things like that because it's a beautiful building. You can kind of see the minarets over there on top of the trees and the skyline of downtown Tampa, which is a staple of the city and the area. So it's well known for that. The other building right next to it over there is also called the Sykes Building. It's the Sykes College of Business, which is where all the business school classes are held. And Sykes Communications, a company that's local to the Tampa Bay area, and it's also has a really big building downtown, so they're well known in the area. As Taylor makes her way back to the ELS Center itself, I'm going to talk a little bit about the Pepin Stadium. And the Pepin Stadium is, there it is. It's right in the heart of campus. It's in the center of the university. It's where a lot of the sporting events take place. It's also right next to the gym itself. So the workout facilities are right there. And our gym at the University of Tampa, as I mentioned, is new. It's state of the art. The first floor of the gym is 200 cardio machines. And it has, these cardio machines are actually looking out into the field. So a lot of times while they're running or they're exercising, they can see things happening in the field, whatever sport's happening. The two pictures that you see right there in the middle of that slide is what the gym will be with the new construction, right? And the two that are in the corners are actually what it is today. That was the first part, where the first floor is all cardio, and the second floor has the weight lifting machines. It also has private rooms for yoga and for other exercise classes that they have. And then the two pictures in the middle, as I mentioned, have the new pool that will be for the swim team. There's also the basketball court and the volleyball court. Volleyball is a really big deal at the University of Tampa. It's their best sport, I'll say. It's a Division II sport for beach volleyball. And then they also have a traditional volleyball team that does really well. Taylor's almost back to the center over there. She's walking past some of the dorms, and you can see when she turns around, and you'll see the center has a parking lot in front of it. The parking lot is open to faculty, but not to students. The student parking lot is actually to the left of where we're standing there, and it's a huge 4-story parking garage. I think Mackenzie has a question, so we'll get her on.
Yes, I do have a question. Thank you so much for showing all of the different amenities and recreational things that students can do on campus. And I was just curious, is this open to all ELS students? Or if it isn't, how do students get to be a part of this and get access to all of this?
Yeah, so the sporting events, obviously, they're open with to all students and all residents of Tampa. The gym itself has for people who have a student ID. And those are the conditionally accepted students that we talked about earlier. And to get access to that, you just have to apply previously and be conditionally accepted. Janie facilitates that process, as I mentioned. And ELS has a code to waive the fee, so it is free of charge. And as I mentioned before, it's really helpful in the visa interview to have the conditional acceptance, the ELS acceptance, and go into the visa interview. It's free, so there's no reason why not. And then when you come, you can enjoy all those amenities as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much for clarifying.
Of course, as Taylor puts on her mask, I know she's ready to go into the center.
Yeah. Do you want me to show them around the center?
Of course. Yeah, I'll let Taylor take over a little bit and talk a little bit about the center as she walks in.
Okay, so this is our building. We're in the McKechnie building. All right, let's go inside. The students should be in class right now, so we might not get to meet anybody. But, oh, here's a few. Hey guys. So this is our lobby. This is a good spot for students to hang out, have a snack. Hi guys. And chat and practice English. If we go down this hallway, we have our classrooms. We have some students that are coming out. Hey guys, how are you? All right. So this is one of our classrooms here. This is the master's classroom. Hey masters, can you wave for us? These are the highest level. Oh, the highest level at ELS. They've been working very hard for a long time. And yep. So that's one of our bigger classrooms. I'll show you an empty one as well. This is what it looks like before the students and teachers arrive. We're so lucky the university takes really good care of them for us. And then down this hallway, We have a few more classrooms, students hard at work here. But what I want to show you is our activities board. So here at ELS, we do our best to provide excellent activities for our students to get out of the classroom, practice English in all kinds of situations, and to get to know each other. So this is the activities board, as you can see. Every session, we create a calendar that looks something like this, that has conversation activities. We do sports, we have donuts, all kinds of exciting activities. They can sign up for things like Bonus Lab, which gives them, it's a whole nother class. And some students really want to take advantage of the resources we have, so they sign up for extra hours to study. So that's really awesome. Going around, looks like everybody else is working really hard, so I won't interrupt them right now. But yeah, we'll come around the corner and we'll be back in the lobby. And that's ELS Tampa.
Oh, thank you, Taylor. I see this, the comment about boxing with Walbert. That was actually a really fun activity we did.
Yeah.
And I think it's on our Instagram page, I believe. So if you go on there, you might see it through some of the highlights or the saved reels we have. But it was really fun. It was a good activity. We tend to do a lot of outdoor stuff or physical activity stuff right now because of COVID. We haven't been in a bus. We have yet to do that. So as soon as things get better and the situation here is a little bit lighter, we'll be able to get on a bus and be able to go a little bit further down the road. But right now, the idea of being in a bus for an hour and making our way to Orlando is a really tight space to put that many students in. And so we haven't done that. So all our local activities now around campus, they've been really successful. We do a lot of sports day, a lot of soccer, basketball, volleyball, the boxing. We've also gone to a soccer game. There's a soccer team in Tampa Bay called the Tampa Bay Rowdies. So we've been able to take the students to see the Tampa Bay Rowdies play. And hopefully we'll be able to do some more things with the local sports teams when NFL season's back. We'll be able to take them to see the Buccaneers play and the Tampa Bay Lightning when they're back playing hockey. Taylor's wearing a mask inside. We're still requiring masks at the center. It's really important now with the new Delta surge, but we take all the necessary precaution to maintain our center safe. We do ask students who are feeling sick to connect on Zoom. We don't want anybody to come to school if they don't feel well. We make all the arrangements for them, and we connect them on Zoom using a high-tech OWL camera that offers a 360-degree view of the classroom. So it's not like online class, they're actually there, but they're at home, remote learning. It's mainly because of the recent surge and the recent things happening locally. So we do our best to keep everybody safe at the center and at home. And then aside from that, I will say, many of you guys are in South America. I am also fluent in Spanish and in Portuguese. So as we begin to grow our relationship with the agents in South America, you guys feel free to communicate with me. Sometimes through emails, if we add other people, there will be some English communication, but I'm happy to talk to you guys in Spanish and Portuguese as needed. That's pretty much all I have. Mackenzie, do you have anything else we should talk about?
No, I mean, this was such a fantastic tour. I have not had the opportunity to go to the Tampa Center, as I know probably many of our agents haven't. So it's great to be able to kind of walk around with you, Taylor, and see everything, and Walbert, to hear all of the different opportunities for students, both educationally, but also recreationally. So we'll know that they're going to have an awesome experience academically, but also, be able to gain lifelong friendships and just really enjoy their time studying at Tampa. So thank you so much to both of you for being able to put this together, and for Janie too, who's no longer on the call with us, but that was fantastic to have her as well. With that being said, Eddie, I was hoping that you could give us Eddie, Santiago, and Jamila, a few parting words to the agents before we head out for the day. You're muted, Eddie.
Still muted.
Still muted.
Yeah.
Eddie.
Unmuted. Now, there you go.
Oh, yeah.
So that's I heard that you're on mute. It's the most popular phrase in 2020 and 2021. You're on mute. Just thank you very much, Walbert. Thanks very much, Taylor, for showing us around. I think it's one thing that I would like to touch base with everybody. It's remind the profile of students that we have coming to ELS Tampa. Right, I think it is important for us to remind that ELS Tampa does accept students in the intensive English program, our 30 lessons, right? Our semi-intensive is also available, right, Walbert? Is that correct? Can we confirm that? And our ACP, our American Explorer, is not an option in Tampa, correct? Like that's not what...
Not an option.
Not an option. So agents around the world, your exceptions for that, it's not, it does not, it doesn't work. But, your semi-intensive and your intensive programs are available at ELS Tampa. We do have homestay as an option. We don't have student residence in Tampa. So it is important that you understand what services we are providing in Tampa, right? So homestay as accommodation for students, but we know that a lot of our students do end up finding their own housing accommodation through Airbnb or through renting their own place. But it is important to remind that. So I think it's, so semi-intensive and intensive, we are on Advisor. So agents that are using Advisor and you're looking to quote the semi-intensive program in Tampa, it is important. You won't find on Advisor, but you will be able to quote the same price tuition based on our center in Melbourne or any other center. So if you're looking to see what is costing to do semi-intensive in Tampa, please check Advisor with any other centers at ELS USA, and you will get your correct tuition price for that following your promotion for your region. Okay, I think that's something that I would like to bring. And of course, I want to remind everybody, that in the other coast, going all the way to California, we are back in ELS La Verne. We are talking about ELS Tampa, but we also want to remind everybody that ELS La Verne is opening up and it will be back running for face-to-face classes starting in September. I think that's important to remind. So thank you very much, Walbert. Thank you very much, Taylor.
Thank you.
No problem. Our pleasure.
Jamila, Santiago, do you guys have anything else to say?
No, it just, you read all the necessary comments. I just wanted to thank you all for having, for giving us this attention. So the training is going to be recorded in our Facebook page. So if you guys or if someone of your team missed the training, it will be available and you can also share it with your clients. There are many good images and the video from the campus. So if you guys need anything, just let me know. Thank you, guys. Obrigada, gente. Bom dia para vocês.
Santiago, is there anything that you wanted to share with your agents as well?
Sure, Mackenzie. Well, first of all, you have to visit ELS Tampa. Gosh, it is amazing. I want to visit it again. It's incredible. And to the agents, we want to thank you again for your time and your incredible support. We hope the tour was interesting for you and that you learned different things from our amazing campus at ELS Tampa. Hope to see you soon on another virtual fam tour. And if you guys have any questions, please let us know and we'll be more than happy to help you all.
Well, yes, thank you all so much for coming. And Walbert, since you are the head honcho at ELS Tampa, we'll let you have the parting words before we leave.
Sure. Yeah. So as everybody said, we not only are they happy to help in the sales team locally, we're happy to help. We hope that you visit us and we hope that you can come see the center. At one point, I hope to see all of you guys in person, including the sales team, Mackenzie, and everybody else at Tampa. So I will do my best to welcome all of you guys and your students, and we can facilitate whatever I can do to help you and help your students is what I will do. And Taylor and the rest of the team at ELS Tampa is willing to help as well. So we hope to see all of you in person one day and all your students at ELS Tampa. And any ELS for that matter.
Yes.
Any ELS Tampa.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much. Please like and share this so that your other students or your other agents in your network can see this as well. And we hope you have a great day. Thank you.
Thank you all. Bye-bye.
Thank
Bye.
you. Thank you, Walbert.